Hello guys, it's me again, Achua Kunedi Adam, and I welcome you specially to Live Error. Today we have something very emotional. This is really a tale of life. Let me introduce Councillor Dumata and of course Queen. They are already here. The mood is some way. You know, we haven't even introduced you to our viewers yet, but this, I promise you, is something which is happening. It's really based on a life story. Everything we show you here on this show is something which has happened before and it keeps happening. That is what we are experiencing every day, and we do this so that we can show ourselves the way forward, how we're going to navigate ourselves through some of these things that really we encounter. Councillor Dumata.
Yes, ma'am. Ajua, I want, to the benefit of those who are going to watch, I don't want anybody to take a step back to judge.
Okay.
But I want you to implant yourself in the act.
Okay.
Be like you are the one.
And what act are we talking about? You see, we are just teasing you. I'm sure you're wondering what we are talking about today, but this is a broad day robbery which happened in someone's house. And after they have robbed them, the woman had to pay a huge sacrifice. These gang raped her right in front of her husband. And can you believe what happened next? That is what we're going to show you. I'm sure when we finish, you'll be feeling the way we are feeling here already. Queen.
Yes.
Sacrifice.
I know. I mean, next time, can we watch this, the thing before we come and sit here? Because seriously, I'm really, I'm down.
Okay.
I'm very emotional. I mean, I'm not going to say anything now. Let's just watch.
Okay.
It. Let me just get myself. Let me get myself.
Yeah.
So all of us. I mean, these are our usual guests. Councillor Koeko Dumata is the Executive Director for Zen Consult. They are into personal and corporate development. He's a counselor and everything lifestyle. You can reach out to him. Some of these things, what you are facing, come on, reach out to him on his social media platforms and get in touch. The same goes for Queen Esther Jackson. She's everywhere. She's anything lifestyle. Come on, she's there to help you, you know, get a proper solution to some of the things you're going through. But anyway, let's just watch, and when we come back, we'll discuss.
Move it. Move. I said move.
Where's your wife? Oh, boss. Please, Adepa. 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 Boss, I beg. So we don't even smoke in my room. Please, I beg you. Please. Quiet. Come. Hey. Oh, boss. Come on. Look at my boss. Shut up!
Sorry for any inconvenience. I need your cooperation so that everything will be simple for both of us.
Quiet. What are you talking about? I don't even understand you.
Mama.
I said, hey, come on. Oh, boss. Talk to my boss. Quiet. Sorry, sir. Quiet when you are talking.
You have something that belongs to me. There is money in this house and I want it.
Adepa, and you was going on now. That's what the mom was. Adepa. Hey, oh, boss. Oh, boss. Come on. There's no money in the house. I beg you. Don't look at my face.
Shut
look
up.
At my boss.
Shut up! Go in there and get me the money.
Get up. Quick. Move.
Hurry, get this one.
Hey.
Take it easy. Take it easy.
I beg, please. I beg, please. Oh, boss. Come on. This will be here. Come.
Quiet!
Don't cry here. Hey.
You see, that was simple. But there is another payment you have to pay in kind for wasting our time.
You hear?
That payment, we will have to take it from your wife.
Hey, I will never allow my wife to even take anything from you. I beg you, please.
Who told you it's about money? You will have to let your wife satisfy us all, or else.
Sorry. Hey. No! Maybe only once, okay?
No, I'm not doing this.
Try for me, okay? I beg you. Else they'll kill me. I beg you.
Let him kill me.
Boss, I beg you. Pacho, you don't do beg matter here. Do it quick. We are in time. Else they'll kill me.
No, I'm not doing this.
Boss.
Shoot this guy.
Please, I'm begging you.
Okay.
Oh, boss. Okay, Pacho. Obey your wife.
I'll do it. It's fine.
Stop! Move it, stop! Hey! Boss, I beg. Boss, I beg. Sit down. With you, what you want to I like you Tabia. And you know how do I want to one of my use no. Can't tell me, say fuck me, granda. If you are ever say that. Yeah, I did back when we cried. I can't know my doggy star. I can't know my doggy no. I did why you now would do that the jump. Oh my god, how did you say on trust on yes, sir?
Are you serious?
It's a yes.
And the penny dying to do. Eh? Sex penny dying to do.
Sir.
And I can't be and me a day.
That's just an opening almost don't bear and open as well.
Are you serious? I
Wow.
did it for you. I did it to save your
Try
life.
me cry
And you're
to
here
check.
telling me nonsense. What is wrong with you?
Wonderful.
What is wrong with you?
I think Christ 2 o'clock with the bar.
It's only himself burning us me no na. Only himself burning.
You support them, so I'm not.
Are you blaming me for everything that is happening right now?
Stand out here.
Oh, you're just ungrateful. You're just ungrateful.
Thank you very much.
I should have made them kill you.
Just pack your things and leave my house.
I'm not going anywhere. You're joking. You are joking. You're joking. It's for better for worse.
For better for
For
worse.
better for worse. You asked me to do it.
And
God is a witness. You're calling me a prostitute.
You are a prostitute. Of
You
course, you are a
just called
prostitute.
me a prostitute.
You are a professional prostitute.
Prostitute.
You are a prostitute.
You
I'm telling
made me a prostitute.
Just leave my house right
You,
now. I don't
I'm
need
not
you.
going anywhere.
I say I don't need you. Just pack.
Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. This is live Erros, and this is something.
Ooh.
This is really something. My goodness. And this happened.
Yeah.
In fact, it has happened to someone we know.
Yes, it's a true life story.
True life story.
That is what is making me, be very emotional right now. I'm just putting myself in both of them their shoes.
Okay, so for us here, I mean, all of us gathered here, we are aware that this has happened to somebody we all know.
Exactly.
For the sake of the show, we're not going to mention, but there are hundreds, or
Yes.
even thousands of people out there, families that are apart. They've been ripped apart because of something like this.
Yes.
Those that we don't even know.
Yes.
Ajua, there's something I'm picking out of this.
Okay.
Glory be to God. If you sleep and you wake up
Yes.
with no blemish on yourself,
Yes. You have to be grateful.
you ought to be grateful.
Grateful.
You see,
gratitude.
at the moment you said you feel like sleeping, and indeed you slept,
Yeah.
and then somewhere at dawn, you got up to sort of go and wee or do something else.
Yeah.
I am asking a question. The time you felt sleeping, and indeed you slept, and you wake up, who was there?
Yes.
The question I'm still throwing here is that they were sleeping. God protected them. Was God there? Who was there?
Yes.
And then these people got in. So let's be grateful. If you sleep and the next day you wake up being strong, never miss your gratitude to God.
Yes.
Because any of these can happen to anybody,
Anybody.
Oh, yes.
including ourselves down here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It could happen to anybody.
They had a pre-prepared thought action. Came into your house to take something out of you and destroy.
Yes.
This is damage.
The devil comes to steal, destroy,
And kill.
And kill.
That's exactly what
That's
is happening.
exactly what
You have
happened.
stolen money.
Yes.
Why do you have to destroy the home that these young couple are trying to build?
No, if you ask why, I wouldn't know what to tell you. I wouldn't know what to tell you, but it's just an unfortunate incident that happened. And as Counselor is saying, when you sleep and you wake up, gratitude. Gratitude. Could I do? Gratitude. Gratitude. I'm cold. Like, I don't even know what to say because I don't know where to start this from.
All right. So now, yes, gratitude. We all need to be. That is well established. But we need to get into the act.
Yeah, we're going to get into
Yes,
it.
we have to
Yeah,
get
that's why
in there
we're
because
here.
there is emotions,
Yeah.
which involves anger.
Yes.
Okay, and that is what we have to, you know, we have to pick it up from all sides and see
Yes.
who is wrong, who is right, what happened, and all that. So first of all, there was a robbery.
Yes.
They've taken whatever they need to take, and the woman becomes a sacrifice.
Wait,
Can you imagine?
Wait,
Yes.
the man did not know there was such a treasure in the house.
Did we establish that? The man did not know.
The man
I
did
don't
not
know.
know. Because the man kept asking the lady, where is the money?
I think he was lying. Because it was a guy who went into the room to bring
bring
it.
it
the
out.
money.
So he was even trying to frame the woman.
Yes.
Hey, so you know there's something I didn't tell me.
You never told me.
Meanwhile, you are the one who walked in there and
You know,
brought the
but
thing.
when there is a gun on you, when there is a gun on you and your life is at stake, you can do some
The
crazy
guy
things.
is not to be trusted. From me, I'll just say it point blank. But I will find out from you
Yes.
because we all watched. And from
Yes.
the reason I'm saying how he reacted. How
Yeah,
he
he
reacted
was
by
actually-
saying, so you knew there's something like this and he hid it from me, blah, 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 trying
just
to
put
put
the
the
lady-
girl
he wasn't
into
protective
trouble.
of
He wasn't
the wife.
Good. And
He
then
wasn't
secondly,
protective.
after the act, immediately after the act, he pounces on the
he
the
wasn't
lady and all. So
protective.
let's pick it one after the other. The main act, how the guy reacted, trying to blame the lady. There's something here, didn't tell me, blah, blah, blah. What do you make of it?
Ajua, there's a foundation that is missing.
Yeah.
Even in begging the criminals,
Yes.
I did not hear the name of God. I beg you in the name of God was not there. And that tells me something.
Yeah.
That spiritually, these couples were not strong in it. It's missing. Then we come to the act. You have something that belongs to me.
Yes.
Then you turn over to your wife.
To your wife.
And you blame
And
her.
then you are asking.
Where is it?
Nti bibi shefi ha na nka nkyerɛ me na wo-
Can you imagine?
So right from the word go, there was a total betrayal.
Yes.
First betrayal.
Yes.
All right? Oh, so now you are pushing me, trying to paint yourself as the innocent and the genuine and the
And
whitish
it
person.
happens a lot.
What if they
Yeah.
shot the girl?
Exactly.
Yes, it happens a lot in relationships. I mean, some people get into relationships, and when something bad, it will not even be armed robbery. The moment I call those people guilt trip people.
God.
They easily blame
Yeah.
other people for their problems. I call them the guilt trip people, and that is why I always say that friendship before courtship is very important, because the friendship stage is when you identify the person you are with. A guilt trip person, it's so easy to identify the person if you are friends with the person. You realize that anytime a negative thing happens, he shifts blames. Positive happens,
He takes it.
Takes it all.
Dangerous.
when you meet somebody like that during the friendship time and you realize the person is like that, sweetheart, don't run, flee. Because guilt trip people are dangerous people. And we have a lot of such people. There are too many. The moment something, even girls, like girls, like girlfriends, girls. The moment something bad happens, the person is having a problem with you. And then you did this. And let something good happens. He carries all the glory. And when you marry a partner like that, and something happens in the course of the relationship, this is what will happen.
Okay, so I guess we
I
should
call
look out
them
for
this way.
this. Yeah.
They are self-centered people.
Yes.
Okay.
They are people always want to say that mine is good.
Yes.
They are the people that say you did it.
Yes.
They are not the people that says it is us. I was expecting the guy
No.
to say that, hey, we don't have anything
No,
here.
they don't know us.
We've been married for ages. We don't know what is happening. We don't know what you're doing. Question
Yes.
the person who is demanding something for you. And
Yes.
that means that you are the man of the house.
Yes.
I didn't see that.
Even
No, he
if
wasn't
you
a
have
man
to
of
be
the
killed.
house. No, he wasn't. He wasn't a man of the house.
No.
A lot of people are married to such men. He wasn't the man of. You see, when you forget your duty as a married man or a married woman, that is, you see, we always talk about duty here, Counselor. We're
Yep,
always
yep,
talking
yep.
about
Yep,
duty.
yep, yep.
A man is a protector.
Ah, Maria.
He is the wall.
Yes.
He stands there for everything that happens. Now, so we are bema kwa na wantimi ankata wo yira de jaswa.
Now, instead of you protecting your wife, you are pushing her.
Because there's the gun on him. He needs his life. After all, he can easily get married to another person. And these are the people that think that, you see, sometimes it doesn't even have to be robbery. Maybe something happened and there was a problem somewhere. And the lady even comes back home and she cannot even confide in the husband and tell the husband. Because the moment you open your mouth and it is not a good story, you get blamed.
Yeah. Yeah. It happens a lot.
Seriously,
It happens a
you
lot.
get blamed the moment
It
you open
happens.
your mouth and it is not a good story. Hey, I said it. I said it. This is your prostitution. You have carried it today. Now you're coming to tell me, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? So you always have to hide things, and that is why most women, they end up cheating. And I always say this, look, when a woman is cheating, because women, they know how to cheat better than men. Men, what the thing that you people do is not cheating, no. It's just playing. If a woman wants to do it and do it well, because at the end of the day, let's say you go to an office, you are being sexually harassed, okay? But hubby is trying to say that, okay, there's money at home, we are in debt, you need to help us to do this thing. And she goes there and there's a problem. The courage to even come back and say, my love, you see, there's this particular boss there who is doing this to me and all that. I'm trying to stand against it, but the way the problem is going out, no. Because the moment you come and you open your mouth, when you have carried your prostitution there, you have carried out your nonsense there, go and sleep with them. That is what you do. Now that you came and said that thing, tomorrow, if you go to work and you come back at 10 o'clock, hey, they have slept with you. You see, these are men who act like women. They clap. These are men who are not protective of their women. Let's be cautious, the people we marry.
Okay, let's be cautious, the people we marry. Still on the skit we watched.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, it got to a point, they've taken what they came for. They've gotten the money.
Yeah.
They said, we want to sleep with your wife. And the husband, if it were you, what would you do? Because from what I saw, and I'm sure what the viewers also saw, the husband was pleading with the wife to give in. Just one, just one, just one. That's what he was doing, just one. As if it's nothing. Just do it.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Will you do that?
Yes, that's what I'm saying, that from the beginning, you could see they being together is not strong.
Yes, there's a gap.
There is
huge gap.
There is no commitment between the two of them.
Yes.
In fact, if they were what we are seeing as real couples, then the flair was not there. As to you protecting me, you knowing me, you understanding me wasn't there. Okay. Now you've gone for the money. They are asking for a second dose. If I was having a bond with my wife, I might probably have said, kill me first.
That's what.
All right? Just
that's
provoke.
what, yeah.
Yes.
Quickly for my wife to know that.
You're
for you
willing
to
to
go
die.
through this, I will
Yes,
die for you.
I will die for you.
I didn't see that. But this is what I want to see, a man who, at the peril of your life, with a gun on your head, you will say this to your wife. And let's see whether they will shoot you.
Yes.
If they don't shoot you, then means that you are going to do that protective thing that Queen is talking about.
Yes.
And then let's hear from the wife. Okay, if they will kill you, then let them do it.
Let me do it.
This is where I want to see the thing going. This is who we are as couples. We defend each other in terms of crisis. And that is what we said at the altar, for better, for worse. This is one of our worst moments.
Yes.
What you do to me.
Yes.
You reject me, or you embrace me, or you I tend to become your own. Where was that?
Yes.
This man has a question mark.
Oh, he does. He does. You see, sometimes when there are problems in a relationship, like sometimes the commonest one is monetary. Okay? There is a problem with money in the relationship. You are in debt. School fees of the kids cannot be paid. There's something wrong. Maybe they are ejecting you from your house or something. Look, tons of men secretly are the reason why their wives have to sleep with other people to bring money home. And at the end of the day, when they make it, they leave them by the roadside. This is one of those men.
Guys, I'm sure you have a lot to share, so just get onto our social media platforms. Let's hear from you what you think and what you could have done differently, or what you would have done differently. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Still is Live Erros, joining the conversation on our social media platforms. Everywhere is Live Erros. Let's hear what you have to say. Back to the act.
Yes, ma'am.
You said something. What is expected of a real man?
Yes.
Protecting the
Yes.
wife. Maybe this man loves the wife,
Yes.
but he was afraid. There was a gun.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's a spontaneous act. But Ajua, if you mean a lot to me, that we are bonded, we know where we are heading towards, I'll first of all sacrifice my life for you.
Okay.
If you're going to do that act with them, please kill me then. I can easily say that. But where that bond is not there, I will sort of betray you or reject you.
Okay.
And that's what we are seeing.
Okay.
So I'm just drawing attention to people that, look, when such a thing happens, you should first of all get to hold the foundation of your relationship.
Oh, yes.
How strong are
The
you two
foundation.
that you will cover me? Because marriage, you cover me. That's what it's supposed to be. So we are in crisis together. They came into our house. They are taking something out of it. They still want to take your precious. And you're saying that, would you give them?
Would you give them?
Is that all you can say as a man?
Yes.
Yeah, I understand to the point where there's a gun on your head. Yes. You could say anything, but hey, what is of a value in
That is your most valued possession.
Exactly. And so even the body language of
Yes.
holding your wife, protecting, shielding,
Yes.
we got to see it.
That is your most
That
valued.
should be the
your
first thing.
priceless item. The priceless item you have. It cannot be bought. But then the question is, how many men
Would you-
value their wives?
Yeah. Great
How
question.
many men value their wives
Great
to
So-
the extent that they become priceless?
Great. So with what you are saying, then can I say that this guy we saw actually had no value at all for the wife?
No.
Because he was actually pushing the wife into it. Go for it to save me.
Yes,
save
yes,
me.
yes,
Save
yes,
me.
that's no
Save
value.
me.
There's
That's
no
about
value.
It's not about us. And such people
about
should
us.
speak a language of us.
Yeah.
Miss Ramo, what do you say? Ramo, you pamucho.
Yeah, pamucho.
But not me pacho. No, we don't go that way.
It's about
That's
Okay.
supposed to be.
So finally, the lady saved the guy.
Okay.
And she endured rounds of sex from people she doesn't know, armed robbers. And right afterwards, on the same bed, she'd not even gotten up. This husband of hers
It's sad. Queen.
is attacking her, calling her a prostitute, blah, 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 blah. What did we see?
It's regrettable.
See,
What did we see in the act?
See, you see, when you have a partner who only sees you as a sex tool, it is the most saddest thing. But a lot of women are being seen as such. I understand. When we get married, part of our duty, see, so most of the time they say your duty is to satisfy the man sexually. I don't get feelings. I get feelings too. We are supposed to satisfy each other sexually. But when it gets to sex, it seems it is the woman's duty to satisfy the man sexually. The woman is being seen as a sex tool. All right? So when a man sees you as a sex tool, even when something happens like what happened here, the brain was not even concerned about the pain the woman went through, but instead he was concerned about the mourning, because according to him, the lady was mourning, and the lady grabbed the guy's waist and then pulled him towards it. Wait, I know a lot of people will criticize me here, but they not be firewood. Oh. In the moment, listen, let me tell you something. In the midst of what is happening, you might, because as the thing is happening, there is a problem here. Men are on top of you, playing you gala. They call it gala, innit? Having turns of sex with you, all right? And then suddenly, you need to just endure it, okay? Endure it. It is painful. You are going through that and all that. Out of it, to set your mind up to what is happening, you might end up doing what the lady did. I am not going to say the lady is a hoe. You might end up doing what the lady did. That does not mean that she was all over the place and she was enjoying it. But that was what the man was seeing, because the man has always seen the lady as a sex tool. So as armed robbers were standing there on your wife, taking turns to have sex with her, all that you were thinking of was the noise that she makes and the hand gestures that she is doing. Does it make sense?
It's unfortunate.
Very unfortunate.
It is so regrettable.
Very, very unfortunate.
Right? you were there watching. Were you shouting, stop, stop, stop?
Nothing.
Or you were just watching?
You were not even weeping. That
Like
they
a
are taking your
spectator.
place.
You understand? You are doing it.
You are
And
not even
because
weeping.
the mind of the woman is to protect you, then let me conquer.
Yes.
Let me do it in such a way that they will stop it and then your life will be
Because
safe.
sometimes, listen, when sometimes somebody is going through this thing, sometimes it can register in your mind that the moment I act like I have accepted it, the guy will just have an orgasm and leave me be. It happens.
Sure.
Because when you are struggling, okay, sometimes when you are struggling with the person, you might end up
Yes.
dead or you collapse.
Yeah,
Yes.
true.
But the moment you act like, okay, I have given in. I am not saying that rape is a good thing. It's something that I pray that nobody should ever. But what was happening to the lady was that it got to a certain time. She was tired. She needed to do something so that they will finish quickly and leave.
Sure.
And
That's
that was
exactly
what
so.
she did.
That's exactly so.
Because if she had really enjoyed it, after that she wouldn't have been weeping.
Sure. And was even asking for a taxi to take me
And
to the
yes, but
clinic.
asking for a taxi to
hospital.
take her to the hospital.
Because I'm brainy. I'm
And
tired.
what you are concerned about is her moaning.
He
Are
didn't,
you
he, didn't,
crazy?
he didn't seem to care at all.
No, it wasn't that.
And I bought Tabia, and I bought, and I bought.
Concert
so at
party.
that moment, you are thinking of how. Oh God.
So presupposing that prior to their sleep, there was going to be some kind of a sex
Yeah.
activity.
Yes.
So he couldn't come
As
on.
if,
And so-
he prepared the woman for that,
And
or
I
the
bought
woman got
Tabia,
prepared
and
for
I
it.
was about to look. Listen, I appreciate the fact that sex is part of a relationship. Whoever doesn't enjoy sex, you have a problem with your head. Me, I always say it because bedmatics is good exercise for married couples. You know, people like me and the counselor, we don't go to gym. That is where we get our gym from. But the point is that But the point is that
I like that.
You too. You too.
but the point is that
Go ahead.
in the midst of someone going through that, what you are thinking about is how your pleasure was cut short because of armed robbery and rape. Come on. A lot of women have the unfortunate incident of being attacked by armed robbers and they get raped, and after that their husbands leave them.
Oh, too bad.
And this is happening.
It is happening
It's
every day.
happening.
It is happening
Why?
every day. They leave them. Meanwhile, maybe, just maybe, their being raped was the reason why.
You are alive. And I see this in movies a lot. I've heard of it in real life. People have gone through it.
My dear,
Some
this
even
is
get
happening
pregnant and the
everywhere.
men are refusing to take it and they are
Yes.
pushing them out. I mean, you always make women endure so much
So
pain.
much pain.
Let
Because
me
it wasn't
say
her
this.
fault.
So much pain.
Let me say this. The lady, it's so intelligent. Just like Queen is saying. I needed to respond for you to come quick so
is
that
the
you
power
can get
of a
out
woman.
of me. All right? But the interpretation was that you are responding to them.
Because you are
That's the
enjoying it.
man's
And
interpretation.
that is a man's interpretation, and that is unfortunate.
It's very unfortunate.
It's rather unfortunate. In fact, I'm not going to tag this man as anything because still the life was at peril, right? So there should have been something for us to see that you are not even in line with what is going on. Or yeah, Munjai, it's okay. Let me hear something like that. You are just lying down
Or
watching.
immediately you carry her, try to take her to the
moment
hospital.
that they finish
Baby, are
and
you
they leave,
okay?
you
Honey,
carry
I'm
her.
sorry.
She shouldn't be
forgive
the one to
me.
tell you to take her to the
That's
hospital.
it. You shouldn't be the one.
No, but you are busy sitting down there talking about Tabia.
Even if
Sorry.
even
Tabia,
prior to
whatever.
the hospital, you ask, baby, are you okay? Is
Exactly.
everything all right with you? I'm so sorry. You know,
Baby,
you
I'm
start.
so sorry,
you
baby.
start.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry
Yes.
for what has happened to
Good.
you. I'm so sorry. Let me take you to the hospital. You
Hospital.
are hurt. Oh, you are.
because
no.
you did this for me, isn't
No.
it?
Yeah.
You are
See,
talking
listen.
about the number of pills and the drugs you have taken
Too bad.
prior to your own game.
Too bad.
A woman is not a sex tool.
Too bad.
A woman is never a sex tool in a relationship. And yeah, too much.
All right. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. My goodness, it's really sad. But let's look at it since we are here. So we have to talk about it.
Oh yes.
We have to look at it from all angles.
Yeah.
Yes.
What if this lady was enjoying it? Maybe the man is not able to satisfy her in bed. She's
That
got
would
some
be- that
people,
would
so
be-
she's. It happens as well. I've heard it
Yes.
before.
That will be, and it will come from the sub-unconscious mind, not conscious mind.
Okay.
All right. Now, it will be by the one standing watching. and give interpretation of.
Exactly.
But to the lady herself, the agony she's going through, the disgust attitude, the act that is going on, I'm sorry. So I wouldn't stand here, I'm a man, but I wouldn't stand here and say that she was enjoying it.
Could it happen, Queen, let me ask you, could it happen that yes, I'm married to this man, he's not satisfying me, I'm always complaining, and then suddenly there's a stranger.
Okay.
And the moment he started, I could feel like, yes, this is different. And so I got carried away, and I started mourning and, saying all sort of things and grabbing and all.
Yes.
Could,
All right.
could it be?
That one, and also, okay, it's also visible. I mean, it can happen. But one thing that I always say as a lifestyle coach is that do not put conditions on your duties. Never put conditions on your duty. Whether she was enjoying it, whether she had 100 orgasms, whether she had 20 orgasms, at that moment, your duty was to support her and protect her.
Exactly.
You see, the reason why we have these issues is that people put conditions on their duty. I am the protector, but then if she looks at the man and does this, and she doesn't do this for me, then that means that she's a whore. No, your duty is to protect me.
Must you do comparison at that moment?
Thank you. Listen,
Right
let
there.
me make the mistake. Then after that, we'll discuss it. Then I will decide to leave you.
Because what I see sometimes in movies and other stuff is sometimes later on,
Yeah.
when the guy is probably, having some quiet time, then he's because
No, do not put conditions on your duty. Why are you putting conditions on your duty? Your duty is to protect the home. My duty is to guide you in order to protect the home. Let it finish happening, but don't blame me there and then.
Quick one.
Okay.
Was the man telling the woman, get out of my house?
Yes.
We have divorced.
Yes.
Right there.
Forgive me.
Yes.
Lord Jesus,
It
conditions.
happened, he
Putting
did. He
conditions
said that.
on your
He said
protective
that.
measures.
So
Come on.
you couldn't see how well this woman was protecting and saving
No,
your life.
he didn't
No,
do
the
that.
only thing you could do is that get out of my because you were a whore.
Do we have
Maria.
these kind of men here? I mean, alive?
Plenty.
We still have some.
Available.
If I tell you the cases I get, you'll be surprised.
Yeah, available.
If I tell you the cases I get, look, there was. I signed
Okay.
Yeah.
I signed
Okay.
NDA.
Yeah.
NDA now I'm signing me
Okay.
because when clients come to me, I sign an
But that is
NDA.
why they
It's
come
good.
to you.
It's that's why they
I
come.
sign
So
an
they are
NDA.
yeah.
Non-disclosure.
But guys, what
Intimate
kind of a guy are you? What kind of a husband are you? What kind of a wife are you? Are you experiencing some of these issues in your life? This is why we are here. Come on, join us. Join the conversation. Send us messages. Share with us on social media platforms. Anywhere is Life Errors. This thing. Whew. We'll be right back. Then we'll wrap it up. Welcome back, guys. It's still Live Errors. Let me go straight to you, counselor.
Yes, ma'am.
Sacrifice.
Yes.
Is it a duty to love
It's a hallmark
and
for
in
love.
marriage?
It's a hallmark for love. If you say you love me, you love my tomorrow, you love the end of me, what will show? Sacrifice for me. Give your life in rescue of me. And that is what we are marrying. How many of us do that?
Is it worth it?
Oh yeah, obisi what say? Oh yeah, obisi what Jimmy? Oh yeah, obisi no nyagi. It is worth it when the recipient on the other side embraces it.
Great. What do you think, Queen?
Marriage is two people taking a journey, my dear. We are taking a journey. We are taking a long walk on the desert. There will be times when you will be tired, I'll have to hold you.
Oh, yes.
There will be times when you need to hold me. There will be times when I will be, and you will have to be the hyper one. There will be times when you will be, and I have to be the hyper one. There have to be times when I will carry you. There have to be times when you will carry me.
Sure.
Okay? It is a give and take affair. Sacrifice is the beginning of love. But it's quite unfortunate. The word love, we have misplaced love with a lot of other affections, obsession, lust, infatuation, and all that. So at the end of the day, love doesn't count, but people think they are in love. My dear, when you are really in love, sacrifice, it comes naturally.
And what is sacrifice?
Okay.
It comes natural.
It's selfless.
Selfless.
Giving yourself to. It's not the same thing Jesus Christ did for
It's
us.
selfless.
You, Ajua, I know you're going through much pain.
Yes.
I have an appointment. I can't leave you in the house.
Selfless.
For this very aspect, I will forgo the appointment and be with you. What is that?
Sacrifice.
What is that?
Sacrifice.
Love. What is that? Tomorrow. What is that? Our marriage.
I
The
cannot
value
sacrifice for
we
you if
hold
I don't
ourselves.
love you.
Exactly.
Love and sacrifice they are like yin and yang.
Okay, so what if this lady said, no, I can do it? Me, sleep with strange guys? I'm Robes?
I shall
that's it.
kill him for all I
Then
care.
that's it.
How would he have
So
felt?
again, when the lady had gone in to say, I won't do it, it means there's no protection.
Yes.
You can't sacrifice. There's no love anymore. And that's what I was saying.
Uh-huh.
My goodness.
Yes.
And she ended up sacrificing, and all that Okwabrani was thinking about was holding of waist and doing ow, ow, ow.
So at the end of it, this has been a worthless sacrifice, if I can say it
Of
like
course,
that.
Of
yes.
course.
Total betrayal.
Total.
Betrayal. I gave my life to some people I don't know, and if all that you could say is that pack your things
And
you
leave
asawo,
because you were
that,
mourning and you were holding somebody's waist.
I am
Putting
a man,
conditions on your duty.
But if I implant myself in the shoes of the woman, I'll blow the day I was born.
Oh yes.
Okay, let me take some comments quickly, and then we will proceed to I think our last thing to discuss, and then we bring this whole topic to an end. I've always told you can also get involved and share your thought with us on all our social media platforms. Just reach out to us and let us do. So this one is coming from Ikuya. She says, if I were the lady, I'm going to blow this guy out. After everything she sacrificed,
Of course, yes.
and then right away you're telling me to get out of your house. It's over. I mean, come on. So what did I endure all these years for?
So the lady, don't wait till something happens for you to know that the man is not worth your sacrifice. In the beginning of the relationship, try to identify who he is. You will get to know if he is the type to sacrifice for or not in case something happens. That is why I always talk about the various stages in relationships.
Okay, so I'm happy about this one. Is from a guy, Kwekuntiama. He says this guy is not man enough.
Oh yes.
Okay, I agree with him. He's not a man enough.
Well,
But what
At that moment,
you disagree?
no, for all that have
Okay.
transpired, he's not a man. I agree.
Oh, he's not
Okay.
man enough.
But again, you know, the lady, the previous message, you realize that if there is any weapon around, the lady, the wife could have used on the man.
Yeah.
Because you shut my door, you shut my dream, you shut my effort, you destroy me. Total betrayal.
Total.
Now you're driving her out of your home.
You
What if
gave
she
me
gets
out on a
pregnant
silver
out of it?
platter.
What if she gets pregnant? It could happen.
So Kweku is right to have said he's not a man.
He's not.
Kojo is also saying that I agree with both of our guests, Counselor and then Queen. I think there was no love and protection in the family, and this is what we should learn from. I have one from Yao, Y-A, oh, that's an Ever.
Yao in Ever.
And Ever, I'm gonna say, I love this show. Keep it up. It's amazing, and I'm learning a lot from it. Another one from Abina from Kumasi. She says, wow, I love this show, and I can attest to this one. I know somebody who has gone through this before. The messages are many, and we can keep reading on, but you can also join us and share your thoughts with us. Say what and then some of these things, how did you go through? Sometimes share with us your experiences to how you managed to overcome some of these issues. Probably it will help somebody to also, know how to go about it. But finally, let's look at the security. The security, how the armed robbers got into the house.
This is what I say always. Be the last or do the last detour of your environs before you get
Retire to bed.
In other words, even if you don't come outside, keep a peep or look around. Check everything. Don't leave things that are exposed. The tap was exposed, was not locked.
Okay.
There could be the locked aspect where you box it and put the padlock on. all these things, don't take them for granted. Be sensitive to.
So they were distracted
gate,
by the tapping.
Exactly. The gates, your door, your louvers, all these things. Be the last to authenticate its safety. So that detour is important. We should always hold security tight before you go. Yes, God is there, all right. But we don't know when the devil will set in. Exactly. So make sure you can do the physical aspect.
Yes, mommy. It seems in Africa we take everything serious apart from security.
Yeah.
No, we don't. We are not security conscious. Look, sometimes, if you go in Africa, in Ghana, let me use Ghana because this is where I live. You will hear some people talking about a house with a lot of cameras. And they even say that as a when you're Scarborough, so he's just wasting money.
Yeah, when we hear of CCTV
Yes.
TV cameras in the home, we think it's a rich man. A rich man
And
has to
sometimes
do that.
I'm like, are you people okay? Security is the least thing anybody thinks about in this country. Look, somebody will have money, build good house. Tell him to go and buy security doors. He will go and ask for the door with security features. They will say maybe, let's say 10,000. Ask for wooden door, 200. You buy the 200 door. What am I going to do with security? But you will never respect security until it happens to you.
Yeah.
So don't let it happen to you.
So security is not just hiring some guy to sit
No,
at the gate and
no.
I think that's what we are getting
Hiring
comfortable
a guy,
with.
hiring a guy. Who is the guy?
Security post.
Who duty post?
Ah.
I beg. Look,
Yourself.
we are having evolution. Now things have gone digital. There are ways whereby, I am not here to advertise for anybody, but there are ways whereby you can even not be in the country but know what is happening in your house. And it has saved a lot of people. One lady was saved because she had her security network to her phone and she wasn't even in the country. She was outside. And the doors were locked and all that. And then she saw somebody trying to enter. Quickly, she called the neighborhood. And then they were able to. Even neighborhood security watch, even if they tell you to pay welfare, you will say no in the estates. We don't take security.
Each for himself kind of
we
attitude.
take security for granted. And it has even crawled into our relationships. How to secure your home, we take it for granted. That is why the man was not even having the instinct to be a protective man. We take everything security for granted. And the moment you take everything security for granted, you have allowed the bad person to get into your life.
Okay.
Let's take security serious. Look, it doesn't matter. Even if it is a 2-bedroom house, even if it is a rented apartment, when you are leaving, you will remove them and take it to the next house. Let's be conscious. Let's be security conscious.
Yeah.
Look, this Uber and Bolt and stuff, even sometimes when I book and I give you a call and you don't pick my phone up and you call me with a different line, I'll cancel the trip.
Sure.
There are times when I have booked for Uber. The driver comes with a different car number.
Yeah.
I will never sit in the car.
Yeah.
I don't joke with my
Yeah.
security. We should always be security conscious. We should be up and running with security like this.
All right.
Because that is what is holding us. And nobody can protect yourself better but you.
All right, we are wrapping up.
Yes, ma'am.
After all is said and done, there's somebody who is grieving because she's faced something like what we just watched and discussed. Somebody has been gone through worse situation than this. What are we telling such brothers and sisters?
I will speak on the line of the woman. Per your act, per what you did as a savior, rescuing someone's life, you've been tagged as a shower. And yes,
Oh yeah.
this is what I want the woman to say. It's okay. It is well. That statement, do you know what it means? Because I don't want to weep anymore. I can't handle it anymore. But God will handle it. Anybody who had gone through this, that now the table has turned and you are being seen as the evil one, say it is well and hand it over to God. Don't pass any ill word at that moment. Because per your nature, you are in pain, you are in fact error in itself. And so when you release, it goes. The bottom line of the aftermath of whatever happened to the guy will still come back to you. So please, when it happens like that, as tough as it may be, don't utter any evil word.
However, let me just ask you this quick one and add it for me. This
Yes,
is a very young girl. I know people who get married very early.
Yes.
They haven't gone through life so much.
Yes.
And this thing has happened to her.
Yes.
How does she move on? And what is the assurance that this lady can even move on into another relationship, marriage, or whatever? And if she's able to go through, will she ever do this again?
Mommy.
So another good guy somewhere is going to die.
Yeah.
If it should happen.
Mommy, we need an intervention of God in the lady's life. Seriously. If she's going to sit and think self, she can't contain it. A bit more bonnet down. A bit more prano. By recalling the fact that I use my life to rescue a man, and the man now tells me I'm a shout. Then who am I? Why shout?
Yeah.
And that's when you can go and hang yourself and kill yourself. You need God as center. And ask yourself, God, you know why this happened to me. Now look for the positives. At least for your life. You use your life to save someone's life. Take that glory.
All right. Thank you.
And that should be able to help you up.
Queen,
My dear,
you're a woman. How will you handle?
I have experienced armed robbery before. But thanks be to God, the rape side did not get to me. I was actually married at that time, and my husband and I were having problems. I had gone to work. At that time, I was working with TV3. I had gone to work, and when I came back home, the landlady decided to lock all the doors, and my husband supported her. So they locked me outside. So
Because you were late.
Yes, so I had to go and sleep in a hotel. The hotel is just around Accra here. I'm not going to mention the hotel's name. I slept there, and that night, armed robbers came there. I could hear them raping other women in their various rooms. I was alone in my room. And when I was hearing what was happening, I was asking myself, God, if I should open this door, I'm all alone here. I'm a known face. What am I going to do? Suddenly, I remembered that night when I came to sleep, I brought cutlery. So I used the cutlery to chip the window glass. I opened it and then I jumped through the window. In fact, I have a lot of marks on my legs. That was where I got it from. So I climbed outside. When I got outside, that day God was on my side. I got outside, there was one armed robber standing outside watching. I jumped down naked. And that was how come I don't sleep naked again. I jumped outside and I was naked because I only took my dress. I was holding it that when I get down away. I got there, the guy was holding a cutlass. All of a sudden, when I reached there like this, he dropped the cutlass and he had frozen. It was God. So immediately I saw this, you see the staircase that is attached to usually the polytank. I saw it and I started climbing. I climbed 3 stories. That hotel is 3 stories. I climbed 3 stories, then I went to lie on the roof till they left.
To God be the
around
glory.
5 a.m. in the morning. It took me years.
To let go.
That mental torture.
Yeah.
And you can imagine if you are raped.
Yeah.
That mental torture. It took me years. But all that I can tell the lady is that she needs to work on her healing process.
Great.
She shouldn't jump to anything.
Great.
She shouldn't jump to another relationship. She should do nothing. She should just pray for healing and mercy.
All right. Thank you so much, Queen.
And let me.
Thank you. We are
This
wrapping
is
up.
just
Okay.
drop. If you are sleeping with somebody in a different place or in your own home, make sure you don't sleep past the person.
Yes. Yes.
Is a word of advice.
It's a word of advice. Thank you so much, guys, for spending time with us on Live Erros. It's been a wonderful discussion today. And as I always keep saying, join us even after the show on all our social media platforms. A big thank you to Councillor Kweku Ejumata.
Yes,
He's the Executive Director for Zane Consult.
Yeah.
He's a counselor and a lifestyle coach. We have Queen Esther Jackson, as usual, our queen. She's also a lifestyle coach. You can reach out to them. They will help you navigate through some of the life issues and challenges that confront us daily. My name is Ajua Kunedi Yadme. Big thank you to our executive producer, Mr. Kujo Wood. We have the Patrick in the house. Flash is here. Simon is here. Kofi is here. Mike, Henry, Priscilla. All of us make a great team. And we thank you so much for a wonderful job done. Let's meet again on Live Erros another time. Thank you so much. My name is Ajoa Kunedu Iadom.
Thank you.